Reducing class size for those students, putting them in very, very small classes, team-taught classes to where they are receiving education from at least 2 certified teachers.
One of the things that I think can be done is that mainstream teachers, regular education teachers who have our students in their classes, can take more responsibility for them. At this point, I think a lot of teachers assume that they are our students and only our students, and so therefore we're responsible for every aspect of their educational needs. The other thing that I think would help is that teachers need to read more closely the students' accommodations.
I would say communication on the part of the Gen Ed staff with the EC staff, which is something that we do here at Butler. I would also say that it's really important to know the students' IEPs, what their individual education plans are, their specific goals, and more specifically their accommodations that they have in those Gen Ed classrooms. So if they need to read aloud for testing, or if they get a separate setting, or if they get extra time, things like that. It's also important to, which is a little more difficult, to get to know the students with disabilities, if they can get to know them more on an individual basis. I know the classes are large and that sometimes is difficult, but if they can get to know the kids, then they will have a better idea where that student's coming from. So one more thing I think would be really effective and helpful for our Gen Ed teachers is for them to have exposure to what it's like to have students with disabilities in their classes. So whether that's in their college curriculum, whether that's in their student teaching, and then when they're actually in a school setting, to make sure that they have that exposure to working with students with disabilities, that they are willing and have that inclusive attitude, if you will, so that they get the benefit. It's a benefit most of the time, I would say, to have students with disabilities in Gen Ed classes.
I think that we would need more professional development on special needs children coming from the EC department, the Exceptional Children's Department, mainly on how to address behaviors that we're not used to seeing. Trying to get some training on what to do when those kids get out of control, and some strategies that we can use as regular ed teachers would be very helpful.